Just over a year ago, I religiously squatted, benched and deadlifted. In the back of my mind, I always wanted to be a powerlifter, but I couldn't really afford a coach and I didn't know enough about it to take it any further. I had a little plan and I did get stronger until I realised it wasn't for me and my back was constantly sore and so was my hip. Because of that, I cut out all powerlifting movements and just did other things. But today I decided to test my 1 rep maxes and see how much strength I've lost.
The Cute Fit Define code Katie. I have not used this for at least over a year. I don't even know if it fits. What the hell? How did that use? Not the best, but I'm gonna use that.
We are starting off with squats. Here I am just warming up. Don't get me wrong, I don't remember to warm up most times and I really don't enjoy it, so I'm not the best at it. But of course, it is super important and it is probably why I got back and hip pain. For me, this is the actual warm-up, which is doing the movement. So we're starting with 20 kilograms, which is just the bar, and working our way up to our max. So my old squat PR was 135, I do believe. I was chasing free plates, which is 148, but I never got to it. Here we are with my next warm-up set, which is 60 kilograms. This is quite light for me, even though I haven't squatted for ages. But I still could feel it in my hip, meaning it's still not recovered from over a year. I did a few reps of 60 and then we put 80 on the bar. I then figured it was time to put the safety bars a little bit higher just in case I failed, because I was getting closer and closer to my max. A little change of angle, we have 90 kilograms on the bar. I'm increasing the weight by smaller amounts at a time now because I know it's getting harder and harder easily. I am also only doing 1 rep because I'm trying to find my 1 rep max. I don't want to exhaust myself by doing about 5 reps of 90 because then I will not be able to do as heavy as I could. I've got 100 kilograms on. This was actually the goal, like I just wanted to hit this or more. And for me not to put the belt on for this, that was very a risky move. As you could see, it wasn't the smoothest, but it actually felt okay. I then put 110 on, and for this I was definitely using the belt. I was so scared. I made sure my foot placement was right and then I did it, like I actually did it. It's not the smoothest, but that is my max, 110 kilograms. So I have lost 25 kilograms on my squat in over a year, which I'm not that mad about. Now we are going on to bench. Same thing, I'm warming up by slowly increasing the weight and doing more reps at the start and then going down to 1 rep. We started with the bar for quite a few reps and then we went straight to 40 kg, which should be quite light for me. I still train chest on exercises that are basically mimicking bench, but I haven't benched in about a year. We then put on 60 kg. Yes, I'm probably jumping up a little bit too quick, but my ego was high, obviously. From 60 we went to 65, and from 65 we went to 70. After what felt like a bit of a shaky 70 but actually looked fairly smooth, we went to 75 and I believe this was about my max, which I was correct. After this rep that wasn't that smooth, I didn't want to ask for a spotter because I was a bit too scared, so I just left it at 75, which means I have lost 10 kilograms on my bench because my old bench PR was 85. I've decided to deadlift the next day instead. I was too exhausted to deadlift on the same day, so I decided to do it the next day. I started with warming up by doing some rows and then by doing like the deadlift movement, basically RDLs first. Again, loading the weight up slowly, doing higher reps, going to smaller reps. I started with 60 kg. Then I went straight to 90. I had to make sure my form was perfect on these because I do feel like it was deadlift that hurt my back last time. I'm not too sure if it was deadlift or squat, but one of them, and I know deadlift does sometimes hurt my back, so I was completely making sure that I was doing it correctly. From 90 we went to 110, so I added 2 extra 10s, and this is where I decided to put my straps on so then the bar didn't slip out my hands and it's just easier to pull. That actually felt really good, so I went straight to 130, probably a bit of a stupid idea, but I did. PS, I really hate using a belt on deadlift, so never have. 130 moved. I was absolutely buzzing, but I did not want to test my luck for any more. Unfortunately, that does mean I've lost 40 kilograms because my old PR was 170. That is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I do post food content as well as these fitnessy ones.